Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon, and welcome to Family and all my fellow pharmacist friends, family lovers, professionals, pharmacy students, and my pharmacist colleagues. I welcome you to today's show. The show is about a live Q&A session with our US-based pharmacist, Mr. Fawad Mpje, in collaboration with, of course, faculty pharmacy, University for Women. So today's topic is the pathway to becoming a registered pharmacist in the US. A lot of people overseas want to find out, have queried about how are we going to register the pharmacists in the US if they go via other. There are so many routes to go to the USA, via family route, student visa, and a lot of different routes. So, and obviously considering those requests, I've asked our fellow pharmacist colleague, Mr. Fawad Sheikh, and he's very, very kind to be able to volunteer for this session today, and in collaboration with, again, University for Women. So we will formally begin our session today, and I'll just tell you a little bit about our guest for today, Mr. Fawad Sheikh. He's a US pharmacist and currently registered and practicing in the US for over 17 years. He's registered in 4 states of United, 4 states of the US. And I will take him on our live show, and he'll be joining us in a moment. And then he also give us a brief introduction about himself and what he's done over the years. So, but then before I take him live, I want to just bring some ground rules for our session, because what happens sometimes is session gets really overwhelmed with questions from our family members, which is a very, very positive thing, and we appreciate that. But in order to run a smooth session, and we only have an hour session that people have volunteered and would like to join and listen to us, so we want a thorough process and approach for our session, so we're able to transfer this knowledge and information about registration process in the first half an hour. And after the first half an hour, when it's over, there will be an opportunity for our family members, the pharmacist colleagues and students of Jinnah University, and also other students who are watching us worldwide. They would be able to ask us any question in the Q&A session. So what I would do is, we will start the introduction session from Mr. Fawad Sheikh, and then we formally begin our session. And once the session is finished, again, we'll answer your questions. In the meantime, if you find it difficult to understand anything in the process, you can also interrupt us and leave us a question, and we would be able to elaborate more about the process that we're actually explaining in the middle. So, but anything about or anything relating to registration process, obviously, we'd appreciate if you can wait and finish the session, wait for us to finish first, then we'll answer your queries. So without any further delay, I'm going to take Mr. Fawad Sheikh and I'll show. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for having me on your program.
Thank you.
And I really feel pride in talking to my colleagues, I would say. And if anything can help them, I'll be the one who will be blessed in this scenario. Well, today we're going to talk about the process of becoming a registered pharmacist in the United States of America. What I would want all the listeners to have a paper and a pen, and I'll go over the numbers. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll try to make it as easy as possible. Before we start, let's talk about the qualification process. Are you qualified to become a registered pharmacist in the United States of America? There are only 2 things you need to know. Number 1, that you should be a graduate from a recognized and accredited school of pharmacy. How would you know that? It's very easy. Write it down. ACPE. That is the accreditation agency in the United States of America. What you need to do is just Google ACPE accredited programs worldwide. It will give you the list according to the country, and it will list all the school names that are accredited. So if you are, or if you have graduated from one of them, you are eligible to become a registered pharmacist in the United States of America. That's number 1. Now, 2 things. If you graduated before January the 1st, 2003, that means that you were in a program that was only 4 years long, and that is okay. They accept it. But if you graduated after January the 1st, 2003, then you must have graduated from a 5-year program um, from a pharmacy school. Having said that, the only other requirement that they have is that as a result of your graduation in that country, if you got your license to practice pharmacy, or if you were registered to practice pharmacy, that license and that registration should be unrestricted. You should not have any restrictions on your license or registration. If those two things are there, you are on the way to becoming, you are qualified to becoming a registered pharmacist in the United States of America. Now, let's talk about the pathway. The pathway has 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1 is that you must have you have to appear for the FPGEE. FPGEE stands for Foreign Pharmacy Graduate Equivalence Examination. Basically, the purpose of this exam is to make sure that your qualification is equivalent to that of an American graduate. Keep one thing in mind very clear. Who is foreigner in the United States? Let's say there was a person who was born in the United States, who was raised in the United States, who got all his education from the United States. But when it came to getting education from a pharmacy school, he went to England. He went to Canada. He went to Caribbean, wherever. And he did the course or the program from a non-American school. When he comes back to the United States, although he was born and raised in America, he's still considered a foreign graduate. So he will have to go through the same process as we had to, or you will have to. Now, having said that, FPGEE exam has a few requirements. Number 1, that they want you to register with them, of course, and you start your application process. But this is the tricky thing, and I want to tell you to make sure that you listen to this very, very carefully. The registration process is number 1, but let's make it the last. Second is that you have to pass the TOEFL, the TOEFL, Test of English as a Foreign Language exam. And it has to be IBT, internet-based TOEFL. There are 4 categories. There is a reading part, listening part, speaking part, and the writing part. And what they want you to do is to pass all 4 in one setting. That's a very tricky situation. Some people take TOEFL more than once. And what they do is they use scores for their reading and listening part from one, and then they use the speaking and writing points from the other one. That's not the case.
Can I just interrupt you there, Mr. Fawad?
Sure.
Quick question. A lot of people do IELTS. For example, in England, IELTS is required. And in addition to Australia and I think Canada as well. How about US?
You just answer your question in your question. America is America.
America.
Yeah, they just follow the TOEFL. They do not accept the IELTS. On the other side, like you said, Canada goes for that exam. But Americans, they want you to pass the TOEFL. Not only that, they want you to pass TOEFL, they want you to pass all 4 categories of TOEFL in one sitting. They want 22 points. Listening, they want 21 points. Speaking, they want 26 points. And writing, they want 24 points. Each category has a maximum of 30 points. Now, once you pass the TOEFL, you're ready to apply for the FPGEE. Now, there's a lot of writing I'm asking you to do, but it will help you, believe me. What you want to do is you want to go to a website called nabp.pharmacy. And I'm sending it to Mr. Faruqi so he can put it on his link. NABP.pharmacy stands for National Association of Boards of Pharmacy. All boards of all states of the United States, all boards of pharmacy, they are a member of NABP. And NABP is the one who is responsible for giving all the tests for the FPGE, for the NAPLEX, and not TOEFL, I'm sorry, Mpje. We'll talk about it in a little while. Okay, now, so once you have your TOEFL passing scores, and you made sure that your license and your registration in the country that you're coming from is unrestricted, you also have to send them two photos, passport size photos. One will be attached to your application, the other one is loose. And you have to submit a certified copy, a certified photocopy of a current form of ID. The best ID is your passport. Make a copy of that and get it certified. So these four things you will send to them, and your registration process will stop.
Can you repeat those four things again, please, if you don't mind?
Sure. Number one, your transcripts. And I'm very, very thankful that you said that. I just typed ECE. I want to tell you this. In this world, there are thousands of agencies who can check your license and your transcripts, and they give you a report saying that you are equivalent to American standards or what have you. Make sure for the FPGE processes, you get your authorization done only through ECE, because that's the only one accepted. So number one, you will get your registration and your transcripts verified by ECE. You can Google them and you will find them very easy. Number one. Number two, you will get your Toefl scores. And what you want to do is, and I'm going to write it down so Mr. Farouk can give it to you, 9103. When you are taking the Toefl, there is a code that you put in that who do you want to report the scores to. You will put 9103 and the scores will go directly to the FPGE people, NAB people.
9103.
9103. Number three, you will have two identical passport size photos. Number four, you will have a photocopy, a certified photocopy of your passport that you will send. Now, who do you send it to? You send it to NABP, and I already gave that to you, NABP.pharmacy. And guys, here's the thing. Before you do all this process, those four things that you're sending, make sure you all visit NABP.pharmacy. And on the top, there is a NABP e-profile. Make one for yourself. It's free. You don't have to pay nothing. Okay, but make it. Why? Because that becomes a dashboard for you. Anything and everything that you do in the pharmacy profession, it is reported to NABP and it stays on the e-file. So whatever exam you take, it will be on there. Not only that, it will be there, NABP will communicate with you through your e-profile number. Okay, so I'm going to write it, NABP e-profile. So make that. So you go to NABP.pharmacy and make the e-profile. It is free of cost. You don't have to pay nothing, and you can get it done. Once you get it done, you have those four things. You send your application to NABP people, and they will start the process. Why did I say that you should have everything before you send it? Why? Because if you just send them the application, and if once they receive the application, they start your time. It's the money that I'm talking about. Once they start the process, you have 2 years. So you want to make sure that the time does not run out on you. Okay? All right, let's move on. Or Mr. Faruqi, do you want to do the questions on one step at a time? It's up to you. Or do you want me to keep going?
We just get rid of the information that you have. So when you finish the session, and if they have any questions regarding what you've submitted.
Wonderful. Gotcha.
So what you mentioned, once you start your process, you have 2 years to do your registration. Is that right?
No. 2 years to complete your application process.
Application process. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Forget about licensing yet. We are not there yet. Okay, now, once you get accepted by the NABP and they say, hey, your application is perfect, you're good to go and take the exam. Once you're accepted, they will send you an invitation to take the exam. It's called ATT, Authorization to Test. Once you have your ATT, it's like a visa. Now you can travel. So what you do is you call that company, the information will be given to you on your ATT. You call that company and make your appointment to take the FPGEE exam. That exam itself, oh, by the way, this exam happens only once a year. Once a year. Around in October. Okay? And 5 months before the exam, the window opens. So it is suggested that you start applying by then. Okay? Now, when you register for the exam itself is 5 hours, 5.5 hours, 5.5 hours long. It has 200 questions. And a passing score, please make sure that you write this word. A passing score of 75 is required. It is not a percentage. Don't get confused. It is a score. Their score goes
out of 200. Is that right?
No.
Right.
You're right and you're not right. The right part is that there are 200 questions. Yes. But 75 does not mean that you did 75 questions out of 200. It's a scaled score. It's a very confusing concept. But what they do is they look into each, make you, as a matter of fact. Some people will be right here in the test. Some people will be here, here, and below. So they make a scale. Then how did you do? It's a very complicated process, but it helps you at the end of the day. So basically, on that scale, you have to score 75 points or score. It is not a percentage. Okay, believe you me, if it was, let's say, if it was 75% requirement, that would mean that you will have to correctly answer 150 out of 200 questions.
Yeah,
that would be difficult. This 75 is easier to achieve. Now, having said that, so let's say you got the 75 points, or you scored 75, they will send you a congratulation letter saying that you have passed the exam. And on the basis of the FPGE certification, now you can go to the states, or now you can take that certificate, once you get that certificate, and start applying for the internship jobs at the pharmacies. Okay? And you apply for the next step. The next step is taking the NAPLEX. They call it NAPLEX, NAPLEX, National Association of North American Pharmacist Licensure Examination. That's what it stands for. Now, when you passed FPGE, basically you became equivalent to the American pharmacist. That's what you did. So now you have to take the state exam, which is NAPLEX, North American Pharmacist Licensure Examination. Now, North American Pharmacist Licensure Examination has 250 questions, and you have to pass with a score of 75. Again, it's a, okay? And I have heard, I'm not sure about it, please do not quote me on it, but I heard that as you progress in the exam, and if you are doing wonderful, if you are answering every question right, they might not even give you 250 questions. Your exam might end after 180 questions.
Right. So out of 250 questions, you still again have to obtain 75. Is that right? Or 70?
It's not a percentage. It's a score.
Score of 70 or 75?
75.
75.
Okay. Now what happens? Basically, when you were answering the questions right, once you get to a scale that they think that you don't need the remaining questions, computer will drop the exam on you. It will not say that you passed, but it will say, thank you very much for taking the exam. Basically, you passed. You understand my point? Okay. I was lucky when I took the NAPLEX, I remember, because in my exam, there were around, and I'm not kidding, there were around 40 math questions. In math questions, what happens is there are only two possibilities. Either you know the question or you don't know the question. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So basically either you know the math or you don't.
Yeah.
So
Tell us about when you say, obviously, it's a bit complicated saying 75 is score that you have to obtain, and you necessarily don't have to attempt 250 questions, so you may end up doing 180. So is there no numbers when you attempt questions? Because they're not numbered, are they?
no,
They're
it
not.
just says question. Next question.
So is it all computerized?
Yes, it is.
It's
It's not
computerized.
paper and pen.
Where you
I'm
go
sorry.
next. So sometimes you may end up not attempting 250 questions and still passing exam, and they say, okay, you passed exam. Do you get the result straight away?
They would not say it,
Yeah.
but
then
the exam will come to an end.
exam comes to, and then you will know that if you have passed or you're not. But then obviously you can work out the duration. If it's 5.5 hours, how long does that take? 5.5 hours?
No. 5.5 hours is the FPGE exam.
Yeah.
This exam is, I would not say more than 3 hours.
More than 3 hours in one sitting.
In one sitting.
And the other one as well, the other one that you mentioned about 5.5, that's also in one sitting.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I tell you this. When I took FPTE, that was not offered on computer. It used to be a paper and pen. And not only that it was paper and pen, it was in 2 sessions, 8 hour long.
Wow.
So they used to give you a lunch break after 4 hours. And you will go for a lunch break for an hour, come back and do the remainder 4 hour session.
Yeah.
And I passed long time ago. Let's not talk about that. That will tell you guys about my age.
Brilliant.
Okay. Now, the good thing about NAPLEX, it was not available when I took the exam, but now it is available. Let's say when you take the exam and you passed it, you still have 89 days to decide which states do you want to get licensed in. When you take the exam, you have to tell them in the first place that I'm taking the NAPLEX for, let's say, Maryland, because you have to go through a state to apply for the NAPLEX exam. But once you pass, let's say, and you want to go, you have like 10 different states in your mind that you want to be licensed in. So what you would do is you would apply within 89 days of passing for those 10 states, or if you want, you can apply for all 50 states. All you have to do is pay $75 in each state. And your scores, your passing score, will be transferred to all those 10 states. And you will become licensed in all those 10 states.
$75, yeah?
Each state. For the transfer, score transfer. So, is that good? Is that understandable? Okay, let's move on. The last step left is to take the Mpje. But before we talk about that, in between your FPGEE exam and the NAPLEX exam, you have to do the internship like we talked before. Internship means that you will apply and work with a pharmacy under the direct supervision of a pharmacist for so many hours. Each state has its own requirement. Majority of the states have a requirement of 1,500 hours. So you will work for 1,500 hours, and once you are done, then you would apply for the NAPLEX exam. You will tell that state that I did my internship, and they will ask you to get them a letter from your pharmacy, and you will do that. Once you
hours, okay,
around, don't, I mean, it's, for example, I remember when I did the Maryland, the hours were 1,560, 1560. I did my internship, by the way, in California.
Actually, it's better than ourselves, because we have a 12 months training, which works out more hours. So if you work 37.5 hours, guys, 37.5 hours a week, which means if you work 7.5 hours a day, you would only require to do 40 weeks trainings. Again, that's not far away from here, but it's still a long commitment.
Absolutely. Well, after 1,500 hours, or whatever the requirement is of the state, you take the NAPLEX, you pass the NAPLEX, and after the NAPLEX, you have to take the Mpje. Mpje stands for Multi-State pharmacy jurisprudence examination. This is also computer based. It's a 2.5 hour long test in one sitting.
Can you repeat that, please? What's the after NAPLEX you appear in? What exam? Mpje, is it?
Yes.
Mother, Papa, Julia. Is that right?
Yes, it is. I just typed it for you.
Thanks.
It's multi-state pharmacy jurisprudence examination. Now, it's a 2.5 hour long test in one sitting on the computer. There are 120 questions, and the passing score is a magic number, 75. Now, I think out of all the exams, Mpje is or should be the easiest one. Why? Because you practiced pharmacy for 1,500 hours. You know what it takes to take a prescription in your state. You know what the laws are. How would you deal with the controlled substances? How would you deal with this law and that law? So basically you're practicing, and they want to see your practical knowledge. That's what it is. And I'm going to go back to the FPGEE, and then I will we should go for the question and answers. For the FPGE exam, they check you in 4 different areas, and there are 5 different types of questions. I shouldn't say questions. 5 different types of question formats that you will see. Number 1, they have MCQ questions, multiple choice questions. They will throw a question, will give you 3, 4 choices and say which one is the best answer. That's number 1. Number 2, they have multiple response question format. Multiple response question format is that they will throw a question, they will give you 4 or 5 or 6 choices, and then they will say, select all that apply. It could be 2 responses, 3 responses, whatever the case may be. Number 3 is the constructed response question format. Constructed, meaning they will say, this person is taking these tablets 3 times a day, and doctor wrote the prescription for 7 days. So how many tablets would you dispense? So basically it's 3 times 7. The answer is 21, but you will have to construct it. You will have to write it, 21 on the computer. 3. Number 4 is the ordered response question format. Ordered response means they will throw a question with usually 3 or 4 choices that you can click and drag. So they will say, out of these 4 choices, make the right order. So which one is number 1, which one is number 2? So you will click on the number 1 and drag it to number 1 position.
Now knowing the process, how would you take this in process? 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, correct steps. Yeah.
Right. And the last one is that they will show you a picture. It's called hard spot question format. They will have a picture, a diagram, and in the diagram they will have different things written, and then they will throw the question saying, in such and such disease, for example, where does the process start from? So you will have to highlight that area where that process start from, and you're done.
Very good. Actually, I like the last one because that assess you for your if you know the mechanism of action. For example, if they're loop diuretics, they give you this structure of nephron and see where do loop diuretics work.
Absolutely.
So that's
where's the loop of Henle. Absolutely.
Really good. I'm impressed. Yeah.
All right, I'm done here.
Right, guys. So the session is completed in half an hour as planned, which is really, really good. And we have some questions. Somebody has left a few questions. So there's a chance now for you guys to ask questions. You may have, I already have a few questions people have asked. So I'm going to take them one by one. Okay. And Mr. Fawad, can you see the question on the screen? Yeah.
I can, but it's okay. Yes, I can. It says,
you can see the screen, right? Yeah. So I've done the last bit that you've said. Let's just take the first question. Okay.
Where are the questions?
I'm going to take the question.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you. Requirement. Okay, TOEFL test of online. Okay. Right. The question: the TOEFL test can be given in a origin of our country, or does it have to be in USA, or is it online? How do you do TOEFL test?
You can take TOEFL on Mars, no problem.
Yeah, anywhere you like. It's same
Yeah.
as it's
Just make sure that you make sure that you tell them the code 9103.
9103, and that goes straight.
So they report it to the right organization.
So the other question is, if you fail, you won't be permitted to FPGEE. So you fail in what? Assessment? Junaid has asked this question. If you fail, so you failed in what? In NAPLEX. But then FPGE is before NAPLEX, isn't it?
Correct. FPGE
Yeah, so
is the first step.
this is the first assessment. So I don't understand. Is it failed in submitting your documents in time, or how does that work? So I think this needs elaborating more. I mean, what you want to ask. Right. Another question: is this exam there is any age restriction, please? If that's okay.
No, sir.
No age restriction. And the requirement of you to qualify, for example, if someone says, I've qualified as a pharmacist in Pakistan 20 years ago, and can I still do it? Or do you have to have a practice-based experience as a pharmacist? For example, some of them are housewives, for instance, and they've been married for like 15 odd years, not practicing pharmacy, and then move to States. Can they still do it?
America is a beautiful country, and we call it the land of opportunity.
That's it.
That's a land of opportunity. I mean, there are no restrictions whatsoever. And if you remember in the beginning of my speaking, I said, if you graduated before 2003, January 1st of 2003, they would accept you even with the 4-year degree. Whereas, I'm sorry. And if you passed after January 1st, 2003, only then you are required to have a 5-year degree. So let's say you graduated before 2003 and you come to the United States now, you can still take the exam and you can still tell them, hey, I did 4-year degree. They'd be okay with it.
But then for me, for instance, when I was admitted, I graduated in 2006. Got into 2002. So I had a 4 years degree and then ended up doing a top up. So because I started before 2004, I finished after 2004. So I'm at the border.
No, then look at when you completed.
Yes, after 2004. I had to have. I've done the top-up course anyway, so that's good.
Yeah. You did the master's.
Brilliant. Another question: how many questions in Mpje exams, please?
I think I answered that question, but let me see. I want to make sure. I think it's 120 questions. Mpje.
120 questions. Right. Some of the this information I've put on the screen now. It says in New York there are 80 hours to complete before you're eligible for compounding an Mpje exam. Is that right? Why there are 2,080 hours to complete?
I honestly, as a matter of fact,
it says for compounding an Mpje exam.
No.
A different exam.
Let me see. I'll check it right now. As a matter of fact, I am licensed in New York as well.
Brilliant.
But I did not say that. That's my
Mr. Pawad is licensed in 4 US states. So how does that work? So when you license 4 different states, do you pay for the licensing fees every year in all these 4 states in order to stay licensed? How does that work? Do you have to pay in all 4 states every year to renew your license? Yeah.
Absolutely. The thing is, it depends upon your jobs.
Yeah.
Nowadays, there are mail order pharmacies.
Mm-hmm.
They pay for your 50 state licenses. They don't care.
Right.
So it depends upon what kind of job you're doing, I myself, because as a matter of fact, I think you know it. I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own pharmacy. We have had 3 pharmacies, as a matter of fact.
In different states, so you need to have
whichever state it is, you have to have it.
Yeah. Also, if you're sort of like a regional head or regional pharmacy manager, and you're managing multiple pharmacies, you're working for a big organization, for instance, then you need obviously. So you can't.
I mean, you are honestly, if you are regional head, you are not required to.
Yeah.
but it is a good thing if you do.
Right. Okay.
And
Brilliant.
yes, companies pay for that. Companies love it.
Don't prefer for that. Why would you worry about that?
There you go.
Right. Another. So what was the answer to this? 2080 hours. What's the answer to this?
I just looked on Google. It says you must obtain an intern permit before engaging in the supervised practice of pharmacy in New York State.
Yeah.
And complete 1 year, which is 2,080 hours of internship. So basically, they want you to work for 1 year.
Right. Okay. So, guys, so they want you to work not 40 weeks, full 52 weeks, isn't it?
52 weeks.
Right. Another question is, so why is there any need of giving different state of Mpje, and why can't we only one state law exam Mpje?
Very good question. Because every state has its own law. That's why.
Right. Then you have to. Right. Okay. And
there are many drugs.
Accordingly, isn't it?
Let me give you an example. Gabapentin.
Yeah.
You guys have gabapentin in UK?
Yeah. It's a Schedule 3 controlled drug.
Very good. In my state, it's not scheduled. In Maryland.
Yeah.
It's not controlled.
But then having said that, it only became a Schedule 3 in April 2019. So prior to that,
I was just going to say that. Same is the case in Maryland.
Yeah.
We are listening to it. It's almost controlled substance now. But many states started at a different level. Tramadol in the past, if you remember, tramadol used to be a non-controlled substance.
Yep.
And one day we received the letter from the state, hey, it's controlled, do the inventory. So laws keep changing, and every state is at their own, they have their own legislation process, and they have their own assembly. So once they pass, only then it will become a law. So that's why, because every state has a different law, you have to pass that state's law. What is good for one state might not be good for the other.
Yeah, perfect. The next question is from someone that you know. And the question is, can UK registered pharmacists apply? And that's Mpje Khan.
Mpje can apply anytime for my pharmacy.
Is it the same process for UK registered pharmacists? Yeah,
yes,
same process for UK registered.
It's the same process.
Right. Another one is, how can we get internship?
Again, once you pass the FPGE exam and you have the certificate, you apply on the basis of that. You go to different pharmacies, and they will look into your potential and all that, and they hire you as an intern pharmacist. As a matter of fact, many states now require you to get an intern permit. So what you do is, once you get your FPGE certification, you apply to the State Board of Pharmacy, and they will send you the intern permit. It's a license. Once you get that license, on the basis of that license, you can apply for the job in that state.
Brilliant. So I have another question from Sahil. He said, I've heard we can give Toefl only in the testing centers of NABP in USA states. So that's...
Well, first of all, NABP has nothing to do with Toefl. They are two different companies. So it's very hard for me to believe. Because again, America is an awesome country. It's beautiful.
Land of opportunities.
Land of opportunity. They don't believe in these kind of things. I mean, NABP is National Association of Boards of Pharmacy.
Right.
Toefl is Toefl. Test of English. They're two different companies.
Yeah.
They cannot ask that.
All right. Okay, that's fine.
Unless there is something new that I don't know. Hey.
Right.
That I don't know.
I've got a very interesting question now. It says, so is there any alternate or simple process for registration, particularly for the backbenchers?
You know what? Ayazali, I love your question, man. I want to tell you this. I was a backbencher. I was a big-time backbencher. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, on WhatsApp, there's a group of my friends. It's called Backbenchers. And brother, there is no limit for the potential that you have. Believe you me, you can do it. Don't go for simple things in your life, because you will be rewarded simply.
Yeah.
Go for the challenging things in your life, and you will be rewarded abundantly, inshallah.
That's a $1 million method that you gave me over there. Go for something that's require your to work hard, and you get rewarded that way. Right. Which subjects are important for NAPLEX, please?
For the NAPLEX, again, guys, the best thing you can do is go to nabp.pharmacy.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, I'm going to send this these links as we speak to Mr. Faruqi, so he can, if he can show them to you. Copy, and there we go. Paste.
I received a reply for you, Mr. Fawad. It says, "Sir, you're a talented backbencher."
I am a backbencher. I'm proud
You're
to be
a talented
a backbencher.
That's why you made it that far.
Okay, now these links are for individually for FPGE exam,
Right.
NAPLEX exam, and the Mpje exam.
Right.
They will take you directly to the bulletins.
Right.
What you do is download that bulletin and just read.
Right.
And as far as NAPLEX is concerned, of course, your pharmacology is on the top of the list. Pharmaceutical math, toxicology, disease states, those things. And there are many, many resources to prepare from. I would go for APHA books. I just sent it to Mr. Faruqi if he can put it on there.
Yeah.
Go.
I can't copy from the host chat. Would you
Okay.
send it on WhatsApp, please? I'll copy from there and then put it on the on
Okay.
live.
So APHA. Oh, you want me to send it to WhatsApp? You said.
If you can, please, that'd be great. Because I can't copy it, and I wanted to type it, but then it's too long for me to back and forth.
No problem. No problem. I'll do that.
That's all.
Backbenchers can definitely do that. Don't worry about it.
Copy and paste.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I said thank
I
you.
just did that. I hope you got it.
Right, let's just look. Right, I got it now. Yeah, I'll copy the whole thing. Yeah, it's the. Are there 3 different links? Yeah.
Yeah, one for each of the FPGE exam,
Right.
NAPLEX exam, and Mpje exam.
So foreign pharmacy, right? Okay, the first one.
Yes, yes.
Right. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is the first one, guys. So nabp.pharmacy/programs/foreign-pharmacy. Right. This is the second one.
That's for the FPGE, yes. And those bulletins are awesome, beautiful. Everything is in them.
What's APHA, American Pharmacy Association?
Yes, sir. Go to their website, and they have best resources for the preparation of the exams, especially for the NAPLEX. If you have the APHA book, I don't think you need anything else for NAPLEX.
Okay. So examination NAPLEX, MG. That's the third link, guys, and also the APHA. Right. Okay. Right. That's fine. Let's just take questions that were left. Sometimes backbenchers make history. Am I right, sir?
Oh, yes. Hey, you're looking at what?
How much time it takes for complete process? How much does it cost? How much does it cost in terms of money?
Each exam is different. Again, if you go to the bulletins, they will tell you the pricing, but I will tell you this. The FPGE exam, for the registration process, I think you have to pay a total of $550. And the fee for the exam itself, which you would pay, not right away, of course, you will pay, once you start the process, you will have a good 1 year or more for the exam, and the exam is $650. And the NAPLEX, they're all about making money, I tell you that.
Right. So someone's tried to put forward this information. It says now Toefl can be taken in any country, and anywhere in the US. Now Toefl can only be taken in the USA. Yeah. So it says unless things changed recently, the things do change. So Mr. Malik said now Toefl can only be taken in the USA.
Okay, if that is something new, then I don't know.
Yeah, things do get changed every now and then. Process done. So what's the? Is it easy to get internships?
It has become challenging, to be honest. But
is immigration one of the factors, you reckon?
No.
Or pharmacy schools?
What happens is that too many pharmacy schools.
Yeah.
Too many graduates. That has made it challenging. I remember when I was doing my internship, they used to give you so many things besides the pay to lure you, basically, to bring you in. You know what I mean? So, those were the golden days, I would say.
Right. Another question, interesting. Mr. Mahmood asks, how much backup one should have until registration? Like backup cash, loads of cash.
Brother, let me tell you something. I came to the United States of America with $700 in pocket. And 2 months after, I sent the $700 back to my father.
MashaAllah. But then again, having said that, obviously, when was it? That must have been 20 odd years ago.
That was 1994. But let me tell you this. Things haven't changed. I see people today too.
Right. Okay.
Again, I keep saying America is a beautiful country.
Land of opportunities.
Land of opportunity. You can still get jobs. Don't worry about it. Inshallah. If you want to do something, you will get something done.
Another interesting question from Muhammad Usman says, priority-wise, which country best for pharmacists? UK, Canada, and USA? From my end, let me just quickly brief it, and then obviously you can answer the rest. If you're looking to earn money, then UK will be right at the bottom. Now, your turn.
You said UK will be what?
Right at the bottom.
Once again?
Right at the At least someone's enjoying that. There's a lot of text over here, you've got tax band that increases the more you earn money, the more you pay tax. You end up having, not much difference.
Well, majority of the questions that you're asking, you're throwing at me, the answer is the same. America is a beautiful country and the land of opportunity. Money-wise, you cannot beat America. You still cannot beat America. There are challenges, yes. But money is one thing. Opportunity is another thing. Hey, I was like my brother Ayaz. Love you, man. I was a backbencher. And all we did was had fun in the school. Believe you me, if you ever talk to anybody from my group, they will tell you. All you have to say is just my name and they will tell you. I was a backbencher. But alhamdulillah, I made it good. I have had 3 pharmacies of my own. How easy it is to open pharmacy in UK? You tell me.
You can't open now. You have to buy from Mpje Sahab,
There you go.
Who already has a pharmacy, you can buy. But obviously they started stopping the regular hours licenses. But there was approximately 40-50 hours like you can open. And then they start introducing 100-hour pharmacy. That means you have to open pharmacy for at least 100 hours, which is a hell of a commitment because you have to open approximately 15 to 16 hours a day.
Wow.
That would ruin your life, I know people have. And then obviously in terms of if you buy a 100-hour pharmacy with a partner, a friend of yours, then you said, you know what, I'll look after the pharmacy for 3 days. But then all those 3 days, you can't do anything because you open pharmacy 6 o'clock and close at 10 o'clock at night. So and then next day you got to go back again at 6 o'clock to open, So you're going home, eating food, going to bed, get up early to go to work. You've got no life, This is one of those things. And now they've stopped giving those licenses. So the licenses were available for 100-hour pharmacy, but not for regular contracts. So now people who have regular contracts, they're making okay money. I wouldn't say lavish because of, The other different guys I want to mention is America, Canada. these are the countries where, particularly in America, I would say, the health system is mostly privatized. Here, health system is, I would say, nearly 100% government sponsored. So in the UK, there are four countries, right? So England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. So, and I think the England, I think is smaller than one of the states of US, because US is massive. You can't even compare it. Tiny, tiny bit UK compared to the US. Here, three states, excluding England, they don't pay for prescriptions. Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. And in England, who pays for prescription? If you're over 16 years old, but unless you're over 16 years old and going to attend university, you don't pay. Over 60 years old, don't pay. You're diabetic, you don't pay. You've got chemo, you don't pay. You've got thyroid, you don't pay. You're epileptic, you don't pay. You're ward pensioner, you don't pay. You're on, there's a big list. You're on income support, you don't pay. Universal tax credit, you don't pay. Tax, maternity, you don't pay. It's just a big list. So basically, who pays them? People who work like us, they'll pay. So very tiny mini. So there's no way to earn money. And then obviously, every services are paid by government. And that's why the cuts and what people say is that NHS is one of the reasons of Brexit, Britain leaving the European Union. So that's, these are one of the drawbacks. But then obviously in the US, you would know what's happening. So tell us about US, please.
And what I would want to add is, whenever you want to look into this question, priority-wise, which country best for pharmacists, UK, Canada, or USA, I look at the end of the day. For example, and this is what I'm going to say, in America, if you are a licensed, registered pharmacist, you will be getting at least $55 to $60 an hour per hour.
Right.
That's the minimum.
That's good.
That you will start at, number one. Number two, remember one thing, guys. Look in your life. I remember when I did my first job, to all the jobs that I ever did, and take this from me, I never went to work as an employee. I can swear on this. Every day I went to work as an owner. I brought ownership to my job.
Yeah.
Why? Because I had the long-term goal in my life. I was a backbencher, but my eyes were on the front desk all the times, that I have to get there one day.
Right.
I am there.
Who was sitting in the front desk?
All the girls.
All the girls.
I'm just kidding.
Joking, jokes apart. Yeah.
The best students.
Yeah.
You can be there too.
Mm.
There is no stopping to your success if you want to do it.
Right. Another question is the protocols used in US pharmacy means I just want to do internship, not need a license. If somebody was only want to do internship, then it's all about the chemist, isn't it? If somebody wants to allow someone to shadow them for training, shouldn't be a problem.
I'm sorry. The question, I didn't get the question.
Yeah. So somebody wants to do internship just to learn the process, how the things are done, the protocols,
You still have to pass. Internship means you need to understand two words: internship and externship.
Right.
Externship is not paid. Internship is not only paid, it is a liability. Because you will be working under the direct supervision of a pharmacist, but you will be working as a pharmacist. You can take the phone calls from the doctor office. Nobody's listening to you, but only you.
Mm-hmm.
And you are taking the prescription. If you took the wrong prescription, it's a liability. If you fill it wrong, it's a liability. You are working as a pharmacist. So you have to pass the FPGE. And once you do the internship, then what is the use of internship if you're not going to practice?
Well, I think I'm getting the question in a way. I may be right or maybe wrong. Please, Mr. Shakib, correct me if I'm wrong. What he wants to ask is if he's visiting the US, right? And he's not he's not interested to stay. He's only visiting the US. So he's thinking, you know what? Why don't I shadow a pharmacist for 3 months? And all the practices that they do over here, I'll take it to Pakistan, open my pharmacy, and bring those concept protocol. So is that possible on a voluntary basis without pay? No?
No, it's not possible. Why? Because everybody who's standing behind the counter has to have a label. as to who they are.
Right.
Because when State Board of Pharmacy visits, they go by, hey, who are you, and they want to know your designation. What I can do for Mr. Shakil Akhtar, my brother, if you have the opportunity to come to Maryland, let me know, and I will let you visit my pharmacy for some time, for a day, a week, or whatever, and I'll walk you through every process. No problem.
Right. So there's something. There's a request from Mr. Osama. It says, if any one of us pass FPGE, can you offer internship at your pharmacies? There you are, sir.
Osama Rasul Gondal, you are more than welcome, brother. Yes, you can.
Brilliant. That's good. Right. Another one that's fine said there were girls too. That's fine. So if there were girls too. Oh, okay. So I don't know what is this a question? I think related to your front bench. I think the bench that you mentioned about your eyes in the front bench. Right. Okay. Any other question, guys? I think this was the last question, and it looks like an hour session is also about to end. So I think on that note, unless you guys have a question, I'll wait for a couple of more seconds. Okay, so many thanks. Brilliant. So how about you leave a leaving note or leaving message for millions or people who are watching you?
My only message for everybody is to reach for the stars. And there's a phrase that I learned when I came to America, and that the phrase is, if you can do it, I can do it. I don't believe in that phrase. I changed the American phrase. I say, if you can do it, I can do it better.
Oh, that's good. That's a confidence.
So have that faith in yourself. If someone can do it, you can do it better.
Right. I've got one question. Somebody just sent me a question. Right, I'll put it on the screen now for you. Which process is more easy to get registered in the US or any other country? We apply for MPhil or master's program, or directly apply for registration? What do you think?
It's totally up to you, my brother. If you are applying for the MPhil or master's program, and may Allah bless you to complete that, you still don't become registered. This is just a degree, another degree. If you want to become a registered licensed pharmacist, you will still have to go through the process. However, having said that, if you go for MPhil or master's, the two good things that would happen: number one, that you will be in the country for at least 2 to 3 years. So that will give you enough time to apply for the registration process and complete it. And you might become a registered pharmacist during your MPhil or master's, and you might get a job as a registered pharmacist with is that H1 visa, I think, working visa, before the completion of your program. So yes, MPhil and master can help you with that.
So we'll take the last question and then we'll finish. It's about money again. For clinical pharmacists in the USA, how much monthly package do they get, like in terms of salaries?
Okay. The brother Rizwanullah said clinical pharmacist. Clinical pharmacist means, if he means working in a hospital, I would want to say in America, retail pharmacy pays more than the hospital pharmacy.
It's more rewarding in terms of money.
I'm sorry?
It's more rewarding in terms of money.
More rewarding in terms of paying in the retail sector, not in the clinical side. Clinical side, you will make anywhere from $70,000 to $90,000 a year, I would say. But if you are a pharmacist in the retail sector, and let's do a little math, you'll be making around $124,000.
So that's like approximately 25% to 30%.
Absolutely, absolutely.
25 to more than what you earn in the
absolutely.
Brilliant. No, that's very, very good. Thank you very much, Mr. Mpje, for your time, and appreciate your knowledge. And we learned a lot about the process, and obviously a lot of our millions and pharmacy students, the overseas pharmacists, and our pharmacist colleagues, have utilized the information that's provided from this session. And whoever is willing to apply to go to US, obviously, the immigration things are aside. This is the process regarding pharmacist registration pathway. I would say the correct word that we have discussed today. So, no, thank you very much once again, Mr. Fawad, for your time, volunteering on Saturday and really appreciate that. And thanks very much for people who joined us and watched our live show. And do leave a comment and question. And if you really like the video, share the video. And do let us know if you want a future session and what is it regarding, or if somebody has any specific question about US registration, you can forward it to me and I can forward it to Mr. Fawad. So brilliant. Thanks very much. And thanks for watching, and goodbye and Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.